Petco Park, a new beginning, let's go. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Baby said she wanna go to the game. Taught her how to say Padres gang. Started back rocking the brown. Ever since we've been knocking them down. Mitchell and Ness with the old school name. All of the homies holler Padre gang. Yeah, that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Talking Friars pregame show for August 14th, 2022. I'm your host, Ben Fadden. I apologize. My computer's not working, so I don't have my microphone, and I'm not on my computer, just using my iPad. Still have no idea why it's not working, but I still wanted to do the pregame show, Padres and the Nationals. I didn't really watch the game yesterday. I was at the UFC fights, but I did watch what happened and watched a little bit back of it, and obviously the big plays in it. And I did a breakdown, which is available on this YouTube channel with some lip reading and all that, of Bob Melvin's ejection and the play where the Nats runner slid into home plate. That gave the Nationals the go-ahead and eventual game-winning run. And the play at the plate, he was out by a mile, but the replay people in New York thought that Nola violated the home plate collision rule or whatever, didn't give him a clear path to slide into home plate, even though there were multiple angles that showed that the front part of the plate was available for the Nationals runner to slide into, but he just didn't slide into it that way. So yeah, just a pretty much BS call there by the umpires. Not saying the Padres totally deserve to win that game or anything like that, because let's face it, they did leave 13 guys on base. What inning was it? The seventh inning, where it was bases loaded with one out, and they couldn't get anything. I think Kim popped up, Grisham struck out looking. So a lot of base runners left in a lot of situations where if they converted, it'd probably been, 6-3? It wouldn't have been close, 6-4, because they scored the fourth run, even with that bad call. So flush it. Got to move on to today. Today's game, it's 8:18 in the morning when I'm talking right now, and the game starts in less than an hour, about 9:05, and so that's why I'm doing the pregame show so early. Today's game is on Peacock. Blake Snell's on the mound for the Padres, and Paulo Espino is on the mound for the Washington Nationals. Mark Grant is going to be doing this Peacock broadcast, so I'm happy about that, right? Because I'm tired of listening to national broadcasts, to be quite honest. The Nationals are 38-77. The Padres are 64-52. They had a 3-0 lead yesterday and lost. They probably would tell you that they didn't deserve to win that game. It would have been tied if the home plate umpire made the right, it wasn't the home plate umpire. It was the review people in New York. If they made the right call, then it would still have been a tie game. But hey, Darvish still gave up 2 home runs there. Wasn't that great there at the end. But moving on to today, Blake Snell on the mound. He's been great the last 4 starts. He hasn't allowed more than 1 run in any start. He's gone 6 innings twice, worked into the 6th inning. Last time out, 5 2/3 innings against the Giants on August 8th. Gave up 1 earned run, walked 2, struck out 8. The start before that, didn't walk anyone against Colorado. 6 innings, gave up 1 run. He was phenomenal there. 1 run the start before that, no runs the start before that. This guy, he's pitching right now like he was last year before he had that groin injury at Dodger Stadium. He's pitching like the guy that the Padres acquired, that Rays pitcher that dominated the Dodgers in the World Series. Obviously, Kevin Cash made the wrong decision there of taking him out early, but he's pitching like that guy they traded for, and they traded Patino and all those guys for. And so it's great to see, and he should put the Padres in a good opportunity here if the Padres offense can score some runs to win this game and take this series like they should. They need to. You got a Miami team coming up next. They got some good young pitchers that will be facing the Padres. I think Alcantara is going to face Musgrove tomorrow, so that's going to be a good pitching matchup. And so this is a series you got to win. You're playing a really bad team. You don't need me to tell you that. I already said it. They're 38-77. That's trash. And so the Padres really got to come out and win this game here. And they got the right guy on the mound at least last 4 starts. Paulo Espino, he's been on and off. Last start, 5 innings, 1 run. But the start before that only went 4 innings, gave up 5 runs. He's not going to walk a lot of guys, pitch to contact. He's not allowed more than 1 walk in any game since June 17th. It's either 1 walk or no walks. Last 2 outings, he's combined for 0 walks. So he's going to pitch to contact, be aggressive against this guy, and go get him. That's probably the scouting report. A little bit of the message that the Padres hitters are receiving today. And talking about the lineup. So it's a little bit different today. There is no Ha-Sung Kim. He gets a day off. Crony's going to be at shortstop. Will Myers is going to be in left because Profar is DHing. And so Drury goes to second base. Will's going to play left. Alfaro is back in there finally catching. Usually catches Snell, but he's been off the last few days, probably 4 days or something, because of that knee injury that he suffered during, I believe, that Manny walk-off game. And Nola had to come in and play for him. So it's going to be Profar leading off. Soto is in right. He's my Padre pick, by the way. I'm riding him right now. I'm going to ride him the entire series. So this is the last game of the series. So probably pick like Manny or something tomorrow because he's back in Miami. Manny is batting third at third base. Bell, he's been struggling with the Padres, but he's still batting cleanup at first. Brandon Drury's at second. Crony's at short. Grisham's in center. Myers is in left. And then Alfaro is batting ninth. Even without Tatis and all that, and obviously we've talked about that a lot. I'm going to talk about it more in the series reaction episode after today's game. Which I'll be able to get it done early because the game's going to be done at like noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon here. Obviously, without Tatis, the lineup isn't as talented, but it's still a really, really strong lineup. Still has a lot of really talented names, and Profar, he's been playing well this year. Soto, Manny, Grisham, he has the most home runs in the last, I forget how many days it was, but he said, or AC in his newsletter today said that Grisham has more home runs than Manny. He has like 14 home runs since a certain date. I'm going to try to look that up here real quick. So he's been really, really hot. Where is it? Since May 29th. There we go. He leads the team with 14 home runs since May 29th. This is what AC put out in his newsletter today. 1 more than Manny Machado in that span. So he's barreling up balls more. Grish said after the game yesterday that he's making better swing decisions. So that's all great to hear. And it looks like he's comfortable down there in the bottom third of that order. And he's not going to get maybe lead off if Profar struggles, but like he's going to be down there in the bottom third. And I think he can be a little bit comfortable here and know, look, this is where I'm going to be hitting. If I can hit well in the bottom third of this order, and now there are like no holes in this lineup except maybe Nola or something some days, even though he's a contact guy, then that's really going to help this offense and really going to help this team. And because Tatis isn't coming back, guess what? It's Grish time. He is going to be the starting center fielder every day, pretty much every day. Tatis, is rumored he was going to go play center when lefties were on the mound and Grisham would sit. But no, Grisham's going to be playing every day because Fernando made some bad decisions. So big fan of Grish, big fan of Kim, right? I was talking about this in the reaction to the whole Tatis stuff. When was that? Friday. Like, this is our team. Let's rally behind them, and hopefully they can use this chip, put a chip on their shoulder and say, let's go prove these doubters, anyone that thinks we can't win because Tatis is out, let's go prove these guys wrong and go win it without him, if you care, I can pull up the Nationals lineup. I don't know how many people care about it. I don't think I saw Luke Voigt at all in the lineup. Oh, no, he's DHing. Okay, so Alex Call is in left field. Never heard of that guy. Joey Meneses, I think he homered last night. He's at first. Voigt's DHing, batting third. Lane Thomas is batting fourth. Cesar Hernandez is batting fifth. Wow. When you have Cesar Hernandez batting fifth, that's the guy who has no home runs. That's pretty telling of how bad the lineup is. Maikel Franco. Wow, I forgot he played for the Nationals. He's batting sixth. Tres Barrera is catching, batting seventh. Ildemaro Vargas is batting 8th. Victor Robles is batting 9th. The most home runs on their team is Luke Voigt with 15. The Padres have 1, 2, 3. They have 4 guys that have at least 15 home runs in their lineup today. The Nationals have 1. And that's a guy the Padres just traded. Sucks for Luke Voigt, man. Really, really sucks. But the Padres should win this game. The bullpen situation, I mean, I'm hoping that Hader can get in the game here and, save situation, get some mojo back. He has not pitched since August 9th when he blew up that game. I know Manny ended up winning it, but he has not pitched in a while. It seems like he's only pitching in those save situations or if it's like a tie game in the 9th inning, and there just hasn't been a lot of those. So hopefully he can get out there. He's had 4 days off, and Martinez should be available. Chris Matt, probably not. 46 pitches the day before yesterday. But like Scott, Suarez, Hill, they should all be available today. Garcia maybe back-to-back days, but maybe they want to save him for a little bit of the Miami series that's coming up starting tomorrow. So that's kind of what the bullpen situation looks like. I'll end it with the chat. Again, my Padre pick today is Juan Soto. Hopefully everyone is enjoying their Sunday morning here around 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, Bill's been struggling here, Mills. Yeah, I agree. I think he's hitting under 200 so far with the Padres. I don't believe he's homered yet as a Padre. Can anyone explain how the Padres lost yesterday? Well, they left 13 guys on base. The umpires in New York made a bad call that gave the Nationals the lead. So I'm not going to say that that bad call, was the reason why they lost, because it wasn't. Because even if that call was just left alone, like the home plate umpire called it and said that he was out, the Padres still would have had a tie game there, and they didn't score any more runs after that. So it's not a guarantee they would have won that game because they left 13 guys on base. So it was a combination of the umpires making a bad call in New York, giving the Nationals the lead and not giving the Padres a chance to take the lead in extras, and the bad offense just not coming through. Paul, what's up, brother? Love your content. Sucks what happened with Tatis, but we still got this. Let's effing go San Diego. I agree. Thank you. I appreciate the comment, by the way, about my content. Yeah, it sucks. I've said it so many times. I'm disappointed in him. Yesterday I took down my Tatis bobblehead and just put Manny and Crony up there. I already had them up, like, in my room, but not, like, in my closet with all the other bobbleheads. But, yeah, took the Tatis one down, put that in the back of somewhere in the back of my room. I put the Tatis jersey in the way back of my closet so I can't see it right now. I'm just disgusted with what he did, and it seems like the ringworm comment was a lie, just like we all thought it was. There's reports, or Hector Gomez of ESPN, saying that he took that cream that included the Clustaball in it, the steroid. He took that in like March to try to hide his wrist injury, his wrist accident. So just trying to hide stuff from the team. Can't trust the guy right now, and that's not someone that's a leader. He's not a leader on this team right now. But like you said, they got to move on. We still got this. We still got a really talented team. If the pitching can hold up, they still got a good chance. So, yeah, I'm riding with this team. I still love this team. Look, they've won however many games they've won without Tatis. Manny hit the walk-off without Tatis. Soto, first home run without Tatis. These wins. Alfaro with the 3-run walk-off against Miami earlier this year without Tatis. Like, all these great moments have been without Fernando. So there's more great moments to come without Fernando. Like, okay, use it as a rallying cry. Like Kleb said on Friday night, we got all the guys we need in this clubhouse. We don't need anybody else. Would it be nice if we had him? Sure. But we don't need anybody else. It's the second time he's disappointed us. Does he want to be here or not? I don't. Who cares? Right now, who cares? Go win without him. Yeah, I agree, Alex. The world's not going to end if we lose today, but this is one of those series that the great teams probably win. I know someone said that the Nationals beat the Dodgers earlier this year, but most times the Dodgers win these type of series against the good teams, right? So, yeah, this is a series I feel like you got to win. You're one game up on Milwaukee. in the wild card. These are games that you can gain on them, and be 2 games up if they lose to St. Louis today. They won yesterday. Hunter Renfroe contributed very much to that to the go-ahead run that they scored. I believe it was in extras. So I think they won 4-3. So yeah, Milwaukee's still on our butts. So yeah, got to win these games. Yeah, Mills. Yeah, today's game is on Peacock. All right, I think that's going to do it. Talking Friars pregame show, August 14th, 2022. Snell on the mound for the Padres. Hopefully the Padres can get this series win. I'll be back with a series reaction episode after the game here on YouTube, and then it'll go up on podcast platforms and stuff after I record. The breakdown and the Bob Melvin ejection, lip reading a little bit included, and that slide play that is up on this YouTube channel, so I recommend you check that out. I'll have the highlights at Talking Friars on Twitter, and I'll see you guys later. Go Pods.